bestbookbits.com presents Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. How great entrepreneurs build their business and influence, and how you can too. Published in 2018 and weighing 288 pages. Four-time New York best-selling author Gary Vaynerchuk offers new lessons and inspiration drawn from the experiences of dozens of influencers and entrepreneurs who rejected the predicted corporate path in favor of pursuing their dreams by building thriving businesses and extraordinary personal brands. Crushing It is a state-of-the-art guide to building your own path to professional and financial success, but it's not about getting rich. It's a blueprint to living life on your own terms. The written summary can be found on our website, bestbookbits.com. So without further ado, I bring you the book summary of Crushing It. Self-awareness is so vital. You have to be true to yourself at all times. If you're earning what you need to live the life you want and loving every day of it, you're crushing it. When it comes to professional opportunities, this is the best time to be alive in the history of humankind. The only thing stopping you from achieving lasting career and life happiness is you. Chapter 1, Get Pumped. The path is all yours. An entrepreneur is someone who finds a way. Young consumers spend increasingly less time on traditional media and more time consuming content online. Influencer marketing has become a legitimate monetization strategy for anyone building an online profile. How legitimate? The top grossing YouTubers earned a combined $70 million in 2016. Think beyond your current successes and constantly look for ways to create new ones that you have never limited to any one platform or even one topic. How do you do that? By creating a personal brand so powerful that it transcends platforms, products, and even your passion. A strong personal brand is your ticket to complete personal and professional freedom. You have to start with phenomenal talent. Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook are the NBC, ABC, and CBS of our day. Your audience is waiting for you. What you need to do is figure out how you're going to become the next empire. Today, the internet is the mainstream. You are in complete control of how the world sees you, how often, and in what context. Personal brands are for everyone. Strategically developing a personal brand through social media works brilliantly for creatives. Use today's social media platforms to develop your brand and expand your influence. You're going to eat shit for a long time, but I promise the sacrifice will be worthwhile. I'm so tired of excuses. Why not try something new? Be optimistic, exhibit patience, shut your mouth, and execute. Scratch your own itch. And chapter 2, what still matters. What usually hamstrings entrepreneurs isn't merely the mistakes they make when executing their vision, but the mistakes they make before they ever get started. What really matters is a pretty short list: intent, authenticity, passion, patience, speed, work, and attention. Intent. The how matters, but the why matters just as much. With entrepreneurship becoming so trendy, a lot of people are calling themselves entrepreneurs who really aren't. They should call themselves wantrepreneurs instead. Getting into an entrepreneur game for the gold is the quickest path to long-term failure. Those entrepreneurs at the pinnacle of financial success and influence share three characteristics: a commitment to service, a desire to provide value, and a love of teaching. If your nature is at least 51% altruistic and only 49% selfish, you have a real shot of breaking out, because the vast majority of people are 70 to 99% selfish. Your source of success lies in how much you care. Your source of success lies in how much you care. Still the best marketing strategy ever. What could you create if you could create anything in the world? If you come with energy and passion, you attract opportunities. If you come with energy and passion, you attract opportunities. When you show up and you add value and you care, then you can learn how to make money around it later. But show up with value first. It's not how much you know, it's about how much you care. You can create anything you want to if you have the passion, the energy, the hustle, and commitment to your vision. Care. If you show up with that energy and intensity every single day, good things are going to happen. Authenticity. Your intent will be reflected in your authenticity. You will be 1,000 times more successful if you wake up eager to share and create something because you believe the world will enjoy it, rather than because you're calculated that this is what you need to become an Instagram celebrity. Don't try to fake it. Eventually, you'll be shown for who you are. The more authentic you are, the more people will be willing to forgive your inevitable mistakes and stumbles. Don't talk about what you are going to do. Show what you are going to do. Show what you're going to do. Always put your money back into your business. Find that niche that you're so good at and write it and write it and write it until you can slowly expand out. Focus on building your own brand more than other people's brands. Storytelling is so underrated. Constantly hit day after day. Never give up. Keep my blinders on. Focus in on your own shit and really do you. Do you to the best of your ability. Do you to the best of your ability. Passion. There are many people working in jobs that make them heaps of money who aren't happy. But there are a few who work around their passion every day who isn't loving life. We're on this earth for only a short time, and the bulk of our adult days are spent at work. It's worth taking the steps necessary to make sure those hours are rewarding, productive, and enjoyable as possible. There's no point in trying to be an entrepreneur without passion. Your business can't be just a job. It has to be a calling. Follow your passion, because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're going to be that much more likely to quit when shit's hard. When you're passionate about what you're offering the world, the quality of both your product and your content will more likely be what it needs to be to get noticed, valued, and talking about. You have to be passionate about giving. Passion is your backup generator when all your other energy sources start to sputter. When you eat shit, passion makes it all go down easier. Storytell. Embrace your DNA. Go deep, not wide. Everyone needs to become a brand, and you got to be you. Patience. Passion and patience go hand in hand. Passion and patience go hand in hand. To live in line with your passion, you probably require that you go slower than you might want to. You're only crushing it if you're living entirely on your own terms. Eat shit for as long as you have to. Be patient. Be methodical. Pay off your debts. Live simply. Put yourself last. Once you've reached your brand and business goals, then you can start living it up. Speed. Patience is for the long term. Speed is for the short term. The pressures that build between the two produces a diamond. You need to constantly be in do mode. You need to constantly be in do mode. I love losing because I learn so much from it. Being unafraid of making mistakes makes everything easy. Not worrying about what people think frees you to do things, and doing things allows you to win or learn from your loss, which means you win either way. Work. When you first start out, there is no time for leisure if you want to crush it. It takes a lot of stamina to get a personal brand and business off the ground. It takes a lot of stamina to get a personal brand and business off the ground. Ideally, you'll be building your business around the thing you love to do for fun and relaxation, so it won't feel like losing your leisure time. If you're serious about crushing it, every minute not spent on the obligations should be spent producing content, distributing content, engaging with the community, or engaging in business development, aka biz dev. If you sit on your butt all day waiting for things to come to you, nothing is going to happen. The truth is that you can't do it all, so you're going to have to make some choices. Be practical. Raising your self-awareness and suffocating any self-delusion is a critical piece of keeping you on the path to success, however you define it. Crushing it follows the laws of thermodynamics. Whatever energy you put into something will manifest itself in equal amounts when it comes out. Attention. Where are the eyeballs going? What are your customers talking about? What are the newest trends in your field? And what are the biggest controversies? You have to pay attention to everything. And chapter 3, the 8 essential content. To monetize your personal brand into a business using social marketing networks, 2 pillars need to be in place: product and content. Develop high quality native micro content. Design content to suit the platform you're using. to disseminate from others. The audience on Twitter isn't looking for the same kind of content as Instagram followers. People are in a completely different mindset when they're visiting one platform than when visiting another. You should be plotting how to adapt your content to appeal every platform your audience might visit in a given day. Creating all that content can seem daunting, but it's a lot more manageable if you focus on creating one big piece of pillar content that can be splintered into other small bits of content that breeds like rabbits. Use the chart to illustrate the strategy for creating endless bits of micro content out of one pillar piece of content. Up the top, you have yourself, and then you have your different social media channels and all your different micro content from the pillar content. Great content is a result of passion plus expertise. Great content is a result of passion plus expertise. Your content must be amazing. Document, don't create. Great content hinges on great storytelling. You are unique and you provide nuance, perspective, and details that no one else can. That means you don't just have the ability to generate unique pieces of creative, you are the unique piece of creative. Any success you achieve will be predicated on the quality of your content. You don't get to call yourself an expert until you've put in the work, and the market decides, not you. The market decides you're an expert, not you. The internet plays the middleman role now, not the gatekeepers, and the internet can't stop you from putting your work out there. Put your stuff up and see what the market has to say about it. Don't sacrifice long-term growth for short-term gains. Put your stuff out in public so you have to live up to it. As long as it's valuable and you know it's true, don't judge it. Let the market show you whether you're good or not. There's always something new, and the only way to win is if it's your truth. If it's your truth. Just produce, become that personality, and own it. Your natural gifts can take you only so far. If you want to be the best, you have to work at it, but avoid being a perfectionist. Perfection doesn't exist. It's totally subjective. You have to have the long view. The number of social media followers is secondary to the quality of those followers. And chapter 4, what's stopping you? Align all right of the essentials: intent, authenticity, passion, patience, speed, work ethic, ability to track consumer attention, and master social platforms and content. And you have the closest thing to a formula for crushing it. You are the reason why you're not crushing it. You are the reason why you're not crushing it. Social media and technology haven't made the world any worse than it was before. They don't change us, they expose us. All the reasons people throw out to justify why they're not doing what they say they want to do boil down to one of three kinds of fear. Fear of failure, fear of wasting time, and fear of seeming vain. You have to let yourself be your sole judge and jury. Good communication solves all things. Good communication solves all things. No one who played it safe ever made it big. No one who played it safe ever made it big. Be clear-eyed and strategic. Be willing to work harder and longer than you ever have in your life. And you won't disappoint anyone. In fact, you'll surprise everyone. Developing a strong personal brand leads to business success. Everyone looks like an ass when trying something new. Everyone's an ass until they're a pioneer. You need to spend time asking questions and making sure that your followers and fans really engage and become loyal to you. You need to keep building that community. And chapter 5, the only thing you need to give yourself to crush it: permission. Go deep, go niche, and provide real value in the form of entertainment or information. Section 2, create your pillar. Chapter 6, first do this. No matter what kind of influencer you want to become, everyone must start with this step. Create a Facebook business page. Facebook is the cost of entry to building a personal brand. Chapter 7, get discovered. When you're starting with nothing, you'll find that your absolute breakthrough opportunities will be developed in two ways. Number 1, by the smart use of hashtags. And number 2, by direct messaging, i.e., reaching out directly to people and offering something of value in return for their attention. Collaborations are the absolutely most tried and true way to grow a fan base quickly. Social media platforms are the mutual friends connecting you to millions of people that share your interest. Your job is to do the research and find out which would find the most value in your offer and then make your case. Number 1, Musical.ly. Musical.ly is an emerging creative platform that is popular amongst a younger teenage audience. The channel allows people to make and upload original music, comedy skits, and educational videos. Gary recommends using this platform if you're a born entertainer, like a singer, a comedian, or dancer. How do you use it? Simple. Work those hashtags and collaborate. Number 2, Snapchat. According to Gary, Snapchat is still one of the most underestimated platforms amongst marketers. Contrary to Facebook and Instagram, Snapchat is the best platform to post unfiltered, raw content. Gary calls it one of the best platforms to truly differentiate yourself and scale your personal brand. This is because Snapchat forces you to show your true personality. Therefore, the way to grow your audience is simple. Speak your truth, share your story, and collaborate with other people to grow your audience. And number 3, Twitter. Gary calls Twitter the water cooler of our society. It's a place where everyone gets to get the latest update on every event or subject. He describes it as the most controversial platform out there. As Gary says, the key to be successful on this medium is to listen very carefully. Follow the conversations about your niche closely and connect with people who are passionate about what you have to say. Jump into the conversations. And number 4 is YouTube. As you probably know, YouTube is the number 1 platform for video creators. What's remarkable is that YouTube's daily viewership is gradually closing in on TV's 1.25 billion hours per day. Instead of flopping on the couch in front of the television, more and more people grab their mobile device and watch YouTube content. Gary's recommendation is simple. You have to give the platform a try, even if you think you're not camera worthy. Start simple, make an easy vlog, document your life, and improve the quality along the way. And number 5 is Facebook. Up to date, Facebook is still the largest social media platform in the game. If you're serious about building and monetizing a personal brand, you have to have a Facebook page. As Gary argues, the big advantage of Facebook is that it is flexible and serves as a distribution channel. You can post and share any piece of content, from a blog to a video or a podcast. It's also the best platform to target your audience. If you have a small budget, last tip, use Facebook Live video is emerging on Facebook, so you need to get good at this as soon as possible. And number 6 is Instagram. Since Instagram launched its story function, the platform has blown up. No longer Instagram is a place where people go for beautiful pictures only. They now visit the platform to watch videos, stories, and highlights of people's lives. Gary stresses the importance of using Instagram as a business development tool by capitalizing on the DM function. If your profile looks good and you offer value up front, people will be willing to connect and do business with you. And number 7, podcast. According to Gary, podcasting is a great marketing tool for one major reason. People are busy. Podcasters sell time. It's much easier for people to listen to something while they're commuting or cooking rather than watching a video. Gary recommends doing a podcast if you're very introverted or a shy person. This is because podcasts don't require you to be in front of the camera. He says the best way to brand and market your podcast is to be consistent and create the best content possible. And number 8, voice first. Will voice be the future of interaction? A big yes, according to Gary. Smart devices such as Amazon Echo and Google Home now allow you to control actions such as calling a friend, playing music, or gathering information simply by using your voice. So if you're serious about building a personal brand, you should develop your Alexa skill. Your creativity will be the variable to your success. Your creativity will be the variable to your success. The business world is separated in 2 camps: conversion-based salespeople and branding and marketing people. The former are the short players, the latter long-term. Social media does equal business. Social media does equal business. Innovation makes people uncomfortable. We should care desperately about everything, yet not care at all what anyone else thinks. Talent has little value without patience and persistence. And last, find your courage and go for it. That's a wrap on Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Subscribe to our channel now for future summaries and check out our website, bestbookbits.com, for the written summary and more. To buy the book, use our website store where you'll find this book and hundreds more to browse and purchase. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned a thing or two about Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Have yourself an amazing day, and thanks for watching and listening.